Hello, everyone, and welcome to Voice of Wisdom. Today's story carries a powerful lesson on the importance of time. Stay with us until the end for a revelation that can change your perspective. In a busy urban landscape, there was a young man named Arjun. Arjun was talented and full of dreams, working at a promising tech company. He had a sleek apartment, friends, and the admiration of many. But Arjun had one flaw. He took time for granted. He spent hours scrolling through social media, playing video games, and pushing back important work. His mother would often say to him, "Arjun, time is more valuable than money. Use it wisely, or it will slip away, and you'll regret it." Arjun would smile and dismiss her advice, thinking, "There's always tomorrow." One day, Arjun's manager assigned him a critical project. This was his golden opportunity to show his potential and secure a promotion. But instead of working, Arjun procrastinated, telling himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Each day, he promised to begin, but the work piled up. As the deadline loomed, Arjun had barely finished half of what was required. His manager was furious, and as a result, the company lost an important client. Arjun was let go from his job. Initially, he was devastated, thinking that this was the worst that could happen. But the consequences were far worse. With no job and no income, Arjun couldn't pay his rent. His landlord kicked him out. His friends distanced themselves, and his family was disappointed. "You wasted so much time, Arjun," his mother said with a heavy heart. Arjun, now homeless and broken, realized the truth of her words. In despair, Arjun left the city and returned to his childhood village. There, he wandered aimlessly, trying to escape the shame he felt. One evening, as the golden sun set behind the hills, Arjun found a quiet spot near the village's edge. He sat beneath an ancient tree, feeling hopeless and defeated. Suddenly, he heard a calm voice. "Why do you look so troubled, young man?" Arjun looked up and saw an elderly man dressed in simple robes, with a serene expression. "I've lost everything," Arjun confessed. "My job, my home, my dignity. Time slipped away, and now I'm left with nothing." The old man sat beside him and smiled. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "There was once a fisherman named Cubby who lived near the sea." The man began. Cubby was hardworking, but he didn't value time. Every morning, he would delay going out to sea, thinking he had plenty of time to catch fish. One day, a terrible storm hit, and Cubby was caught on the sea. He had missed his opportunity to secure enough fish before the storm came, and when he returned, the markets were closed, and his nets were empty. He had nothing to sell. The man paused, looking at Arjun. Cubby realized that his failure wasn't caused by the storm, but by his negligence of time. The next day, he set his alarm earlier, and made sure he always managed his time well. Over the next year, he became the most successful fisherman in the village. The old man smiled gently. "Do you see, Arjun? Cubby learned the importance of time, and he transformed his life. You can do the same." "But how?" Arjun asked. "I've already lost so much." "You haven't lost everything," the old man replied, handing him a small, intricately designed clock. "This clock represents your time. Time is like a river. It never stops flowing, and once a moment is gone, you cannot retrieve it. Use your time wisely, and it will shape your future." Arjun felt a sense of calm wash over him. He thanked the old man and promised to honor the gift he had received. Back in the city, Arjun began each day with purpose. He made a schedule, prioritized his tasks, and stayed focused. Slowly, he rebuilt his career and regained the trust of his family. His newfound respect for time opened doors for him. He took on freelance projects, worked tirelessly, and eventually landed a stable job. Though it wasn't easy, Arjun remained dedicated. Years later, When Arjun was successful once again, he kept the clock on his desk, reminding him daily of the lessons he had learned. Whenever he felt the urge to procrastinate, he would glance at the clock and remember, time waits for no one. If Arjun's story has inspired you, share it with someone who needs a reminder to value their time. And don't forget to subscribe to Voice of Wisdom for more lessons that can change your life.